month ago. He's asking me that question. I say, wait, later I'm going to answer. Next time I see him, he's asking me the same question. He's not letting it go. I say, wait, next time. Now I'm meeting him again. He says, what about my question? I say, wait. He's like, oh. Because he's thinking, he's trying to figure out, it's bothering him, he needs the answer. The adults, they're not asking me questions. They're little kids. They're not letting me go. Yes. He's asking, who is going to come first, chicken or egg? No, he's asking me, what's going to happen? Mahdi is going to come first, or Dajjal, Mahdi, Isa alayhi salam? What's going to happen? The chain of the events that's going to happen. Before I get into that, understand that right now, the age that we are living in right now, this is not golden age of Islam. Okay? This is not a good time for the Muslims. This is the worst time. Worst time. Okay? Never before the Muslims and the Ummah has entered into this situation. We are waiting for Mahdi alayhi salam. Mahdi alayhi salam, before he appears, he has sent his deputies to prepare the way. Understand? His representatives. Those ones, they also veil themselves for so many reasons. But those hearts that belongs to people and their hearts are open, they're looking for the truth. They're going to get attracted to these deputies of Mahdi. What are the deputies of Mahdi alayhi salam that they are doing? They are preparing the world. They are preparing, pulling all those who are Haqqanis, not by word, not by title, but by life, by living. That you see their manners, you say this is Haqqani, not fake. Not those ones who are always making fitna. Not those ones who are looking for high positions. Those ones are pulling back and quietly they are putting discipline into their lives. They are not praising themselves and they're walking the way straight. They're not interested in this dunya too much either. Okay? So those deputies of Mahdi alayhi salam, they're going around and they're saying this one. They pull him. So they pull, and those Haqqanis, they're going to gather together. Even if it's at the top of the mountain, they're going to be. You understanding? And those Haqqanis, they have nothing to give worldly. They're pulling people, nothing to give to them worldly. But people are pulled by something else. Because they are thirsty to know themselves. Now, Dajjal, the big one, the liar, before he appears too, he is sending his deputies. Same way. Evil is always copying good. Good never copies evil. Understand? Good never copies evil. Haqq must never copy batil. That's why Muslims must never copy the unbelievers. We see throughout history, until we lost the Khalifa, always the unbelievers copying Muslims. Muslims may take knowledge from everywhere, but they use a filter, which is Allah and His Prophet, and they filter things. That is good, they take. That is not so good, they take it out. They don't say, no, this is culture, we cannot change anything. Then you're just being like what the Christians are, the Catholics. There's so many Muslims now saying, well, I'm Spanish. I don't want to change my Spanish culture. Just because I become Muslim, I cannot take away all my Spanish culture. No, you should keep it. If it agrees with Allah and His Prophet, you should keep it. If it disagrees, you must throw it out. No, I don't want to throw it out. This is my culture. Spanish people, we like to listen, for example. I'm just giving an example. It can be Chinese too, okay? Or Indian or Pakistani, don't think you're so special. It can be anyone. They're saying, oh, I like to listen to, what is that? Not flamenco. What is that? Huh? Salsa? No, salsa. Whatever. I like all this music. I don't want to give it up. This is my identity. Then you're putting your tribe above Islam. Okay? If it sticks with Islam, then we're going to take it. If it's not, we're not going to take it. This is holy order coming from Allah and His Prophet. So, because in reality, things begin from Islam. Okay? It's not like Islam came later. No, Islam was the first. Inna dina indallahul Islam. The religion that is with Allah, it is Islam. Allah is awalul akhir. The beginning and the end. Islam is going to be beginning and the end. All the prophets, they had Islam. When it became different, it is because they took the Islam and they made it different. It's not because they are different. So, Dajjal is sending all his deputies to prepare. Copying from Haqq, copying from truth. Muslims nowadays, we lost our identity. That's why we're copying the West in everything. That's another big sohbet we're not going to enter tonight. Dajjal's deputies going around, changing their directions, making black to be white and white to be black. Meaning the truth. What is true, they're going to say this is wrong, this is false. What is false, they're going to say this is true. Understand? Everything is upside down. And it's collecting people who are attracted to this to bring everyone together. Because now two big armies are going to face each other. The truth and the falsehood. Haqq and batil. Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam and Dajjal. Al-Masih Dajjal. Okay? So, they're moving together. That is important for us to understand. The age that we're living now, it is the age of Dajjal. It is not a beautiful golden age. It is definitely not an Arab Spring. Arab Spring is rotten already. It's smelling. It's not spring anymore. It's been 1 year, 2 years. How can it still be spring? Subhanallah. When's the fruit going to come? Flower? Just no flower even. So this age is a terrible age. That Prophet is saying, be very careful. Sahabe Kiram, they're warning. Tabi'ins, they're warning. Everyone is warning. You live in this age, be very careful. Shaitans, they're everywhere. Confusion is everywhere. Fitna is everywhere. Don't go everywhere. Whatever little knowledge you have of Islam, take it, keep it. Don't run around. Confusion is everywhere. You're going to get confused. You don't know so much. No need to know so much. You know a little bit, practice that. This is holy order coming from the Prophet. So that is what is happening now. So, what do we have to do? We have to now pull ourselves away from this dunya, from this age of Dajjal, to follow those ones who are representing Mahdi alayhi salam, our Shaykh is. And he's pulling people to fight for the truth, to not be afraid for the truth. Understanding? But yes, majority of this world, they're going to follow Dajjal. So if we are in minority that way, it's okay. Because it's turning upside down too. Yes. Islam began strange and it will end strange. And Prophet ﷺ is saying, welcome to the strangers. So, we are all very strange here. Okay? If somebody walks through the door, it's going to say, look at all these weird people. Because they're very strange. They wear such hats on their heads. They sit separate from their women's. Very strange. Wrong, they're going to say. Wrong. Old-fashioned. The woman's all covering up. What is this? Oppressing women. Men's all having beard. Shave it. They're saying, we must look clean like women. They're saying it. Huh? All the kids, they are here to make what? Zikir? They should be out there. Go with their friends. Yeah. So many things they're saying. But Prophet is saying, never mind. Welcome to the strangers. So many people may claim to be strange. But you know what? The world will say who is strange and who is not. No matter what you are, if you go out there in the world and the world is looking at you and is liking you, world, and finding you non-threatening because you don't have a beard, finding you non-threatening because you're not wearing a turban, finding you non-threatening because you wear Western clothes, and you change your name from Muhammad to Mo. That you're trying to follow the West, you're trying to follow left, you're trying to follow. Then, to know then, that time, put a question mark to your faith. That much I'm going to say. Because you're not so strange. You're looking very familiar. Prophet is saying, only those who are strange. Everywhere we go. If we go among the Muslims, they look at us like we're strange. We go among the rednecks, among the Americans, they're going to say you look strange. We go everywhere, they're going to look strange. But in these days, upside down too, we find so much more support with the non-Muslims than with the Muslims. Because whatever it is, this country, they respect you if you respect yourself. If you have, what do you call it, self-esteem? Self-esteem. I don't like to use that word, self-esteem. But if you are not afraid of what you believe in, they respect you. Majority, they are not. They are apologetic because they are Muslim. They don't even give salams to each other loudly because they are afraid. Isn't it? That their non-Muslim friends may hear and say, oh, I didn't know you're Muslim. Are you a terrorist? And they're going to say. We're laughing, but that is exactly what is happening. Men's and women's. Men's, they're not keeping no sign of Islam on yourself. That time I have a right to say you're a Christian or a non-believer because the believer must have signs. What we were talking about earlier must have signs, no? You think that is going to change according to the times? If it changes, that is not a faith. That is called hypocrisy. Whatever that nation is, you're going to change according to that. No, Allah came, Prophet came to teach us. This is it. You must have the identity of Islam. Okay, you are working, you cannot wear. We understand that. But why you cannot now dress like a Muslim to go to Jummah? Or to go to prayers, Bayram prayers, Eid prayers. I see so many Muslims, they buy new suit and tie to go to the Eid prayer. You say, oh, okay, because, I'm working, and I have so many eyes on me. We understand, because you're not representing Islam, isn't it? You're not a leader. The leaders, they cannot change. Imams, they cannot change. Sheikhs, they cannot change. Okay? But normal people like you and me, we can change. Because we are not holding authority, we are not representing Islam. But we mustn't like it. We should feel at least a little bit of shame in it. You say, well, we cannot wear because of work. Then you come dergah, why are you not wearing? You go to masjid, why are you not wearing? What's your excuse now? And women's? Women's. Let's not start with the women's now. Now, new style. Women's wearing hijab. MashaAllah, wearing hijab. What is hijab? What is the meaning of hijab? What is the meaning of niqab? What is the meaning of burqa? What is the meaning of all this? It is to cover your awrat, isn't it? What it means to cover your awrat, it is not to show your physical shape. It is to have modesty. Modesty means what? You don't go out to show yourself. Modesty, men's and women's. Not just the women's, men's must have modesty too. It is makruh now for us to wear short sleeves outside for the men's. It is makruh not to wear a taqiyah, kufi. Okay? So many things also. It is makruh for men now saying so many foolish ones. I'm seeing a lot from the Arab countries. They're going to Juma, okay, and they're wearing Bermudas. Why? Aurat is from here to here. So I said, then take off your shirt. It's from your belly button to your knee, right? Then take off your shirt and wear tights, you know? Then cut it off in your knee and pray. No, why not? Isn't that your logic? Now you understand there is a modesty. And above the modesty, you are appearing before Allah Azza wa Jalla. You're going to wear that. You're not even going to wear that to go to see the mayor, the governor, your own boss. You're not going to. You're going to wear a nice suit and tie. Well, why are you not covering up? Now, there's a big sickness then. Women's, they're wearing hijab. MashaAllah, wearing hijab. But they're wearing hijab, but we can see everything, every curve and everything on their bodies. They're covering everything, but everything is so tight, everything is showing everywhere. Is that the logic of wearing a hijab? That means you're still showing, and that is proving what Holy Prophet ﷺ has said. He has said this 1400 years ago. He said, there will come a time in the Akhir Zaman when the women of my nation, they're going to be dressed, but they're going to appear naked. Isn't that what is happening? So many now, at least. It's moving very fast in these few years. I remember when I was growing up. I'm pretty old now, but when I was growing up, those who wear hijab, they wear loose clothes, so that it's not showing. Men's and women's. Like I said, men's is not an exception. It's not showing. But slowly, they're wearing fashionable now. Fashionable, Islamic fashion. Fashion means what? Fashion means you want to show off. Isn't that opposite of what modesty is? Modesty means you don't show off. It is not halal to you. It is halal only to who? To your husband and to your mahram. Mahram, to your mahrams. Not to your mahrams. But now, it's the opposite. Sometimes they're coming to the dargah, I'm watching. Oh, they're so modest, Yani. Oh. They're very modest. Amongst the Muslims, they're very modest. But once they go out to the non-Muslims, whoa, everything is showing now. Hi, Joe, how are you? Nice to meet you. MashaAllah, so friendly to the kafirs, but to the Muslims, oh, subhanallah. It's like they never see sunlight. They're wearing burqa inside the house. That's okay too. At least they're showing some sort of modesty. But these things, it is not in Islam. It is put into Islam. It is not Islam. You cannot be wearing tight jeans and tight sweater and everything is showing, and then just to cover your head and saying, I'm fulfilling the requirements of hijab. You cannot. Neither can the man be doing that. Wearing a kufi, wearing a tight t-shirt, or wearing a Bermuda and then going and praying and showing everything. Wearing tight jeans and leading the prayers, you cannot. So many, they're not happy with me right now. They're very upset. They're saying, what is all these strange things he's talking about? That's good. That proves you are the strangers. These are strange. Something to think about. Yes. Why this happens? Because people are saying, why you have to tell me how to dress? Why I have to follow what 1400 years people they're telling me how to dress? I know the Quran, I know the Hadith, where it says in the Quran, I cannot wear jeans. Where it says I cannot wear tights. I have some women coming up to me saying, I like my sister. You know, my sister in Islam. I said, really? Why? Because she calls azan at home. I said, oh, mashallah, such big progress she made. Yeah, I like that spirit, although I don't really agree with it, but I like it, you know, because she's using her intelligence. There must be intelligence from the left side, shaitanic intelligence, that's it. No, don't say that. Because, you know, where it says in the Quran, women cannot call azan. Once you start that, then you open the door to shaitan already. Like what we said before, Islam is isnad. Islam is chain. There is a chain, golden chain. You don't break away from that chain. Even if you're part of that chain and you broke away, you are going to be spinning everywhere in orbit. Never you're going to find your way back again. So there are signs to everything. There must be. And we are strange ones. Yes, we are strangers. We like that. We are happy, alhamdulillah, because our purpose is to make Allah and His Prophet happy, not the world. The world can think whatever it wants to think. We are here because we are done with the world anyway. Where most of you, you know, you are young and you are here, like me. Maybe like me, I'm not so young. But because we're finished with the world. We went to the world, we lived, we're trying to make the world happy, we're not getting happy. They're not making us happy. We say, what is this? We're trying to lead ourselves. We're trying to guide ourselves. We're trying to use our intelligence. We're trying to use everything. It's not giving us that peace. It's not giving us that spirituality. It's not giving us that faith. That's why we come to find a man of faith, a man of peace, a man of spirituality, and we say, enough. It's not working. Let's try this. It's working. Because this is a way that works. Because this is the way of the prophets. We're not claiming to be anything. We are not claiming to be anything. We are very weak servants. We do so many mistakes. And we're asking Allah to forgive us, inshallah. But for the sake of His holy ones, don't let us to be separate from Him, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.